Wow, this is a powerful episode of Fear the Walking Dead. Man, this show, it never ceases to amaze. Man, like one of the last seasons, the daddy, like it was the beginning of the season, and then they killed the father off. Man, the third episode in, they killed Nick off. Wow, that's crazy. In this episode, it started off, man, there's so many different emotions in this episode. I started off, I was happy that they was getting together, the two groups, and so they was having their intermingling and getting to know each other and stuff. Not cordially or whatever, but it was they were at odds per se. In Nick and them group had took over Morgan and them group that stole the van and the SWAT van and whatever, and so they turned the tables and they got control of Nick and them group, and so they had the upper hand. But it was kind of intermingling and getting to know each other, sort of. And this episode basically was how they were going to trust each other for them to move further ahead. So this episode, it was like kind of like building trust in showing how the groups get to kind of bind together, gel together for the upcoming season. And man, like they have fights and stuff, so they get off track. They wreck the van, they wreck the big van, the SWAT vehicle, and so they have to find a way to tow it up. So they separate from each other, and Nick and Morgan stays behind. So Nick, he's always slick, so he finds a way to get away, and he sabotages stuff. The horn is going off on the vehicle, so he goes, and they keep doing flashbacks of this man from the previous group, like the Vultures or whatever. I guess that's what we're gonna call them, the Vultures, and this little girl, the little girl that had kind of set him up in the last episode. So they keep doing these flashbacks and stuff in this Nick and his mother, and they keep having an intermingling of that and showing different things. I'm like, why is this a key moment? I'm thinking maybe the little girl died and Nick was trying to get vengeance for her or something. Maybe that's why he hated that guy so much. But I was kind of like just kind of lost. And the whole episode, I kind of was like, I was hating Nick. I was like, damn, Nick an asshole. Nick always doing something. Like he left and got the horn blowing and took off on Morgan. Left Morgan without a stick. So Morgan got to fight his way out on one leg and stuff. So there at a few moments, I was very perturbed with Nick. And I was like, this asshole back at it again. So they do end up getting a tow, and they get to tow the vehicle and all that. But Nick, he's the reason why he's separated from Morgan. He's seen that blue vehicle, so he wanted to get back at this guy. I still don't know. I guess because that dude was integral in the Vulture group. I guess he just wanted revenge because the little girl didn't die. But so they get there and they fight. But it's kind of crazy because Morgan, he's starting to get kind of social. Not social, but he's trying to be more human, and he's becoming the voice of reason. Like he sees what Nick is going through, and he's been there, so he's trying to help Nick out. He wants to try to give some of his teachings to Nick and stuff. Like he give him his little book, his little pamphlet that he's reading and stuff. And after Nick winds up killing the dude with his bad hands, he threw him on some antlers. So that was crazy. And it was like the episode, towards the end of the episode, it made me think, cause like he was with his mother in the field and he have like a flower and he's looking at the flower. I'm like, that's true. The mother isn't with the group right now. I'm like, man, I'm like, the mother died. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. The mother died. That's the only thing I could think of. And so he was showing how they had a flashback to how he got the flower. And him and his mother went in the field, and he laid down in them flowers, and you hear a gunshot. So I'm thinking that flashback is when his mother died. But then he looks down, and he's bleeding. So this little girl, the one that was scouting ahead of him, like they tried to help this girl multiple times. And I guess because he killed her overseer or whatever, like this little girl retaliated, and somebody that he wanted to help, she killed him. Like, that's crazy. And I guess like they showed a preview. They showed a preview of the next episode, and they showed the mother, but it looks like it's, I don't know, it looks like it might still be like a past episode of showing what happened for them to get overthrown. So I don't think the next episode, I don't know if that's a future episode. I'm still thinking the mother might be dead. I don't know. But man, Nick, and I started off the episode hating him. And then at the end of the episode, I kind of was like feeling where he was coming from. And they go through a lot of stuff. Like Morgan went through his stuff. Nick went through a lot of things. And Nick, I'm thinking like if the mother died, when Nick is gonna be the protagonist of this season, of the show going further. I'm like, the father, I thought in the beginning of the series, I was like, the father is gonna be the Rick. They killed him off. Then the mother, I'm like, well, I guess she's gonna be the Rick, I guess. It looked like, I don't know if she's alive or not. Then Nick, I'm like, he's gonna be the man. And they killed him off. So I'm like, man, and is the mother gonna come back? Is she still alive? Something else. Like they was all on the dam. But what happened to the old man? What's up with him? But man, this is a pretty good episode, man. I'm not gonna give it a number rating or anything. But it had a lot of different little points and stuff. But man, just the ending of them killing Nick, I never seen that coming 1,000 miles away. Man, I never seen that coming. And towards the end of the episode, I was thinking, I was like, I wonder who's gonna die this season. I didn't think it was gonna happen now. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. Man, that was actually a sad one because I didn't see it coming. But man, like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and the most hated. What were your thoughts on this episode? Do you think he did? I'm pretty sure he did. He got shot in the heart. But man, what are y'all thoughts on what's gonna happen upcoming? Did this deter you from the show? Do you not want to watch it because Nick died? Do you think the mother is dead, or am I just off track? Do you think the old man gonna come back? I don't know. Tune in.